That agency represented the female co-host of Bryant Gumbel, and they were working actively against me getting that.
For 25 years, Julie Chen has watched other people play Big Brother. Now she says she finally wants to play it herself. But the person she wants beside her in that house? It's not a star, it's someone nobody saw coming. First, quick context. Julie Chen Moonves has hosted Big Brother since the very first season, back in the summer of 2000. It's over 25 years on the same stage. She's the calm voice who tells houseguests, "You have been evicted." Fans even nicknamed her the Chenbot, and she loves it. She's serious about the job, but she's in on the joke too. This is the same host who once announced, with a completely straight face, that a houseguest got thrown into a volcano by a velociraptor. That clip went viral, so keep that side of her in mind. But season 28 isn't just another summer. This season, Big Brother hits its 1,000th episode. No scripted primetime show in American TV history has ever reached that number. It's a massive milestone, and to celebrate, the whole season runs on a wild time trip theme. The house jumps between the past and the future. Now, here's the detail most people missed. Julie doesn't just want to host this milestone, she wants to compete. She told TV Insider she'd love to climb the show's brutal wall and hang on for 1,000 seconds. That's 16 minutes and 40 seconds. 1 second for every episode. Her words? Pray they say yes, and pray I make it so the host wants in the game. But that was just the beginning, because in the same breath, Julie admitted something bigger. She doesn't just want to climb the wall for a stunt. She said she'd genuinely love to play a full season one day. Not host it, play it. As an actual houseguest, think about that for a second. The woman who's watched everyone else scheme for 25 years, finally walking through that door herself. She knows every trick, every competition, every way the game breaks people. But playing alone wasn't the plan, so who did she want by her side? Not a celebrity friend, not a former winner. Her own teenage son, his name is Charlie. He's 16 years old. He's the only child Julie shares with her husband, and she says he'd actually be perfect for this game. In her words, he's more athletic, smarter, and funnier than she is. He plays water polo. He's sharp. And apparently, he'd run circles around his own mom. And this isn't a one-off thought. She said that if she ever ran the amazing race, Charlie would be her teammate there too. In her mind, this kid is her ride or die now. Here's the wild part. Big Brother has actually run a version of this before. Back in season 25, a player named Siri Field secretly competed in the house alongside her own son. Nobody living there knew they were related. A parent and a child quietly fighting for the same prize. So the show has already proven it makes incredible television. Now stop and picture that. A mother and her son, living in the same house, playing the same ruthless game, where only one person walks out with the money. And this is where it gets interesting, because Julie knows exactly what that would do to them. She said she'd protect him like the biggest mama bear the world has ever seen. And then she stopped herself. Or would I? Because it's a game. And in this game, everyone is everyone else's competition, even your own kid. She admitted she'd love to face those questions herself. Would she shield him? Or would she cut him loose to win? Even she doesn't know the answer. And look, on the surface, this is sweet. A mom who wants to share her world with her son. It sounds harmless, almost wholesome. But there's a reason this exact idea makes some people pause. Because of who Charlie's father is. And that's where this story stops being cute and starts getting complicated. Charlie's father is Les Moonves, and if that name sounds familiar, there's a reason. For years, Les Moonves was one of the most powerful men in all of television. He ran CBS, the exact network that airs Big Brother. He was the chairman and CEO. The boss of bosses. Then, in 2018, it all came crashing down. Multiple women came forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against him. He resigned from CBS that September. The company later fired him for cause and denied him a severance package worth around $120 million. Moonves denied wrongdoing. He said any encounters were consensual. And prosecutors in Los Angeles declined to file criminal charges, but the damage to his name was permanent. Through all of it, Julie Chen stood by her husband. She's publicly maintained his innocence. She said she felt like collateral damage in the fallout, so now connect the dots. Julie wants to play Big Brother. She wants her son right beside her. And that son carries the Moonves name, a name that left CBS in scandal just a few years ago. That's the part that turns a cute family idea into something a lot bigger. So, how have people reacted? Fans are split right down the middle. Some think it'd be must-watch TV, a mother and son fighting it out for the win. Others think the Moonves name should stay far away from CBS. And a lot of viewers just find the whole thing fascinating to think about. And honestly, the reaction is exactly why she keeps teasing it. Big Brother is pulling its best ratings in years. Julie knows precisely how to get people talking. So whether or not she ever plays, the conversation alone keeps the show in the headlines, but Julie's dreams don't stop at playing. She's also said she wants Charlie to take over as host one day. Keep the Chenbot legacy alive and hand the show to what she called the heir apparent. Though she was honest about it, I don't think it's his thing. She even joked she'll keep hosting until season 56 just to beat the record Bob Barker set on The Price is Right. The woman is competitive, even about hosting. So why does any of this actually matter? Here's the real weight of it. Julie's little daydream wouldn't just put her in the game, it would put a Moonves back at the center of CBS's flagship series. On live television, every single week, and this season, CBS is already blurring the lines. Big Brother 28 brought in 2 Survivor veterans, including a former champion and even a drag race all-star to play beside the regular house guests. So the network bending its own rules for a big swing? That's not far-fetched. They're doing it right now. Think about the optics for the network. A name they cut ties with in a very public scandal suddenly returning to the biggest reality show they own. That's not a small casting note. That's a headline. And it's a headline CBS might not be ready to write, which raises the real question. Even if Julie wants it, would the network ever allow it? So will any of this really happen? Here's the honest answer. Probably not soon. Charlie is only 16. He's never said he wants any part of it. And CBS hasn't signed off on a single piece of this, not the wall stunt, not Julie playing, none of it got for now. It's a mom's daydream out loud. But it's a daydream with a very loaded last name. And all eyes are on that 1000th episode later this season, where we'll finally see if Julie actually climbs that wall. And if you want the wildest Big Brother 28 story of all, watch our breakdown next, the Survivor champion, who could become the first person ever to win both CBS shows. It's happening right now, inside that house. Subscribe if you want the real story behind every celebrity headline every week. See you in the next one.